Hello. It's slightly spitting rain, but the cloud's about to go past, so I'm just going to start this video like this and then carry on. I wanted to talk about Trump's failed Tulsa rally and TikTok, because I think this might be the most brilliant bit of sort of trolling that I've ever seen. So I don't know if you followed it at all. Hey, but Trump apparently got over 1 million online registrations for this rally. They set up an outdoor overflow stage that he was going to go and do an extra speech on and everything, because there were so many people. And it was beautifully empty, this rally, okay? And I really quite like that, because apparently a lot of TikTokers, particularly K-pop fans, just made a meme sort of trend out of registering and dancing, doing a TikTok dance in front of your registration tickets and stuff, with the intention of never going. Of course. But Trump didn't see that. He thought that all of the interest that he had generated, his team had generated from TikTok, was genuine interest, and it was not at all. It was him being trolled, and I actually love that. I think that's beautifully brilliant. I really do. What more could you ask for? Because so the place only holds 19,000 people, the place that they were holding the rally in, okay? And then they were going to do this overflow. How, though, did no one on his team think, wait, this has actually exceeded our expectations beyond anything that we could have comprehended? Maybe there's something wrong here. Maybe this isn't quite right. And apparently there's quite a lot of fake names and everything that's been used. So I imagine that quite a lot of those fake names were very blatantly fake. I imagine that these kids were properly taking the piss, and no one noticed. That's what I think happened. All of the team, they have no idea how social media works. They have no idea about memeing, trolling. I don't think they know about any of it. Not really. I think they know the words. I don't think they know what it means. I don't think they realise. For example, there's a sort of satirical, ironic element to almost everything that people under 25 do online. You know, there's always that sense of irony and sarcasm and stuff like that. Like, it's entrenched in internet culture, particularly like TikTok and stuff like that. That it's that's why I quite enjoy it. So for all of those people on his team, for no one to have noticed, that says to me that they just have no idea about how the real world works anymore. I think you know, maybe because their base is older, maybe they haven't had to think about this, but then don't use TikTok as an advertising method. I just don't see the point. It's like, well, I don't know actually, but for example, it's not, this is what it's not like actually, because I think Boris Johnson's team, when he was going for the election most recently, I think they were very clever and knew exactly about memeing. Not memeing isn't a thing, but meme culture, trolling, and that sense of irony. I think they really understood it, because they released a lo-fi beats mix with Boris Johnson saying bullshit every 20 seconds or something. That is fucking clever. Like, that was clever. That was very clever. Because they knew that it was meant to be an ironic thing, and that people would listen to it ironically. They knew that. They were very aware of that. This Trump thing doesn't seem to be quite that. It feels like they tried to use social media to get down with the kids, and it failed horrifically, because the Tories never put anything, they never expected anything to come out of those things that they were putting out there. It's just to get them and Boris Johnson in your mind. It's just to have you aware of that funny oath, you know, those kinds of things. They didn't push for you to register to do anything. They didn't push for you to, they didn't push anything. That's the point. They didn't push anything with it. That's why it worked, because it genuinely did work within internet culture. It was scarily brilliant. That I saw that and was like, oh wow, that's, I thought it was quite scary how clever that was. But yeah, this Trump thing isn't that, is it? So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, because maybe that's the way forward. Maybe that's the way forward. We just troll the oldie politicians into submission. Maybe that's how to do it. Just, you know, troll them into behaving in a way that we feel is appropriate. Because trolling, especially for Trump, for example, trolling is maybe the best way to get his attention, because his ego, everything he does is about his ego, isn't it? So maybe trolling him is actually the best way to do it. I commend those TikTokers for doing that. It put a huge smile on my face today. So yeah, thank you TikTokers for taking the piss out of Trump. That was lovely.